to refresh your anchor from your alignment session with me. It's very simple. And so I'm going to go over the process with you to just refresh your memory. And the purpose of refreshing an anchor is to remind your cells where you were when you left off. So if you remember during the alignment process, we had you rate yourself on believability in whatever that statement was, or the problem that you were having. And so we had you rate yourself on that scale of 0 to 10. And so when we left off in the end, we did an anchor to anchor in where you were at the end, because you made progress, you made a shift. And so in order to refresh that anchor, first of all, you can refresh your anchor every day if you want. You can also do it as needed. So if you find yourself having some tendencies or some thoughts that you used to have, and you need to just refresh those cells and say, hey, here we are, we're now at this higher level. We're no longer thinking and doing like we used to do. And so to refresh, if you remember when we anchored it in, we ran through the process 3 times. To refresh, it's actually much simpler and is a shorter process. And so what you're going to want to do is you'll take your paper with your statement, or if you have it in the notes of your phone, you'll take one or the other and you're going to hold it up above your eye level. So if you're doing it with your phone, looking at the notes on your phone, you're going to hold it up above here, or with your sticky note, if you kept it handy, you're going to put it up here and you're going to read it out loud, looking at the statement, powerfully, confidently read it out loud, and then you're going to tap on whatever the body part was. So let's just say we anchored it in by tapping 6 times on your right ear. You're going to say your statement out loud confidently, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't need to count out loud. And then I always like to do a deep breath and a smile afterwards, just to hold it in, hold in that anchor. And so that's all you have to do to refresh. And that right there, just doing it that one time, reading your statement and then tapping on the body part, that amount of times that we had done during the anchoring process, that's refreshing it. That's all you have to do, the one time. And so as I mentioned, you can do this refresh every night before bed if you'd like, or every morning when you wake up, to remind yourselves like, hey, here we go. And you can do this if you've done multiple alignments, then you can refresh all of your alignments once a day if you'd like. Or as I mentioned, also, you can do it as needed. If you find yourself feeling a little bit like you used to feel, or reverting back to past tendencies or thought patterns and things like that, go ahead and refresh those cells. Remind them, hey, nope, we're no longer at that lower level. We're up here at this higher level. And I'm going to remind you of that. So I hope that this was helpful. I can't wait to hear about how it's going for you since the alignment. Feel free to send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope you have an absolutely amazing and beautiful rest of your day.